VRA veracity. In today's video, we're going to talk about VRA and how it could potentially 100x after this upcoming massive crash that we're about to witness. In today's video, guys, we're going to be having a look at VRA, we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin, some technical analysis currently consolidating, and we're going to be talking about the Euro USD, which is very, very important. So starting off with the Euro USD, guys, and this has been a very, very crucial and important moment for the euro. And for those of you guys who are in Europe and are trying to travel in America, that's obviously a loss. But why is the euro falling? Now, for those of you guys who don't know why the euro is falling, America decided to raise interest rate by a lot. Now, when you raise interest rate, it makes the dollar stronger. What happens after that? People borrow less money, right? And when people borrow less money, it creates less supply in the market, because when you borrow money, you're essentially creating supply, right? So this is exactly what is happening right now. So right here it says, as the Fed raises interest rate, the rates on interest-bearing investments tend to rise as well. If the Feds raise rates more than the European Central Bank, higher interest rate will attract investor money from euros into the dollar. So now what is happening, a lot of people are trying to hold and cash out crypto, cash out risky assets such as stocks, VRA, Bitcoin, and dumping it into the dollar. So this is very, very interesting. I'm going to drop the article below, but of course right here, American tourists in Europe will find cheaper hotels and restaurants, bills and admission tickets. So obviously it's going to be cheaper because the dollar is obviously stronger. And who loses? American companies does lose a lot if they're doing business in Europe. Now this is actually very, very bad for America in the long term, because when the interest rate do go down, how low is it going to go? Are we going to see hyperinflation in the near future, maybe in the next 2-3 years? Can we see Veracity go $1? Can hyperinflation bring Veracity over $1? We're going to have to see. This is going to be very, very interesting, guys. And of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe, like button, and leave that notification bell on. Hit that notification bell, and let's dive into VRA. So Veracity market cap of $54 million, guys. Okay, that's number one, traded at 0.052 cents. 368. It is ranked 365,000 people on the watch list. Okay, Veracity to market cap ratio is high. It's not like we have a low market cap and a low volume. People are interested in this coin. We have 20% of the market cap being traded. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what VRA does, they are a proof of view cryptocurrency, and they're essentially here to prevent click ad fraud. So we know a lot of bots are coming and watching videos, and they're not real people, they're not real humans, and they're taking away money from real people essentially. So this is what they're doing right now, and we don't want to see that. We don't want to do that. It's bad for companies, it's bad for the advertisement business, it's bad for YouTube, and this is why they're planning on solving. So this is a huge industry in my opinion. Veracity is here to stay. Veracity will definitely survive the bear market, and that is it. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Starting off with Bitcoin, really quick, short and simple technical analysis. Bitcoin right here has been consolidating ever since we saw that dump right here on essentially before the weekend started on August 19th. We saw that dump, and then we just decided to consolidate nicely and slowly towards the side on the 1 hour time frame. Now this is going to be a very important key level for Bitcoin right here. So right here I did highlight these levels, these important level at 21,623 and 21,700. If we have a strong closure above this level, we could see Bitcoin have some momentum to the upside. And of course, guys, this is another strong pattern that we do have, or strong support, at 20,900, and another one at 20,754. So this box right here is an important one. As you guys can see, we got 2 rejections, 3 and 4. The question is where are we going to go? Where is Bitcoin going to break out to? Well, right now I am in a short in DOT and EOS, okay? I shorted EOS at 1.88, currently at 1.8, and DOT I shorted at 7.7, and it's currently at 7.5. So far these shorts have been okay. I think that Bitcoin is going to end up coming back down. I think we're going to reject. Maybe we're going to consolidate for the rest of the week. We're going to have to see. Going into Veracity on the weekly time frame, guys, because we are in the longer term and we're looking at a 100x potential before that. But before we see the 100x potential, can we see VRA come down another 50%? And the reason why, guys, I think that Veracity will crash is because right now we are in a massive bear market, okay? There's a huge disaster happening worldwide, and right here we are currently breaking out of VRA, as you guys can see. Let me zoom in. And if Bitcoin does go to $12,000, we could see VRA come down to as low as this box right here, okay? Or even potentially this area right here, it's 0.001, a fraction of a cent. So can we see VRA come all the way down low right here, which would be approximately, let me take my measurement tool right here, from here would be approximately a 75% dump. Now Verasity has a market cap of $54 million. Okay, now let me take out my calculator. If you guys do 74, right, 74 percent times 54, right, that would give you $39 million. Okay, now $39 million can be shed off VRA's market cap. Now if you do 39 million minus 54, well, I did the opposite. It's supposed to be 54 minus 39. That gives you $15 million market cap. And the reason why that is because if you do 15 times 100, which is right here, which is 1.5 billion, that would be the market cap of VRA. $1.5 billion, guys. Is it possible? In my opinion, yes. VRA can definitely go to $1.5 billion in the near future, in my honest opinion. I mean, 1.5 billion, it is not that crazy, guys. We saw coins go to 30, 40 billion. We saw Terra Luna go to, 45, 50 billion. We saw Shiba, Doge, coins that have absolutely no utility go up 200, 300x from all-time lows. So yes, this dump wouldn't worry me, in my opinion. I mean, we saw VRA trending. Look at that. We saw it come all the way down low. We were trending. A lot of people thought it was a scam around here. When it was pumping right here, a lot of people called it FUD. And guess what, guys? VRA is backed by a very, very strong community. I really like the community. People are strong. People are, they believe in it. And at the end of the day, if they believe, if there's a strong base, a strong community, that's all that matters. And of course, guys, there is a utility at the end of the day. So let's dive in back into the TA chart real quick. We saw what happened here in the second wave right here. This was the first wave on VRA. We consolidated on the weekly time frame, came back down. Third wave, and then consolidated. Now the fourth wave. Now we're breaking out of the fourth wave, essentially. Now I'm not saying we're gonna see this. I'm not saying we're gonna see and replicate whatever happened here, but we could see something similar. We could see something maybe a halfway, right? So we see something like maybe, because we know that the fifth wave can be longer than the third wave. So what if we go halfway, right? So if we do halfway of what happened here, then look at that. It meets exactly of that target that I'm talking about at 0.014. And then after that, we could have that potential 100x cryptocurrency that we all wanted, right? So of course, it will take some time. And I'm not saying we're going to see a V recovery shape right away, guys. It's going to take some time. We might consolidate it here for a couple months, maybe a few months, go up, retest this level, consolidate. We could see something like this happening on VRA before we take off in 2024, 2025. Now, you see, guys, this chart looks more realistic. The same reason we're not going to essentially go up and then come back down, right? We're consolidating. We had a nice little pump, right? Consolidation, coming back down. So we have to be realistic, guys, at the end of the day. A lot of people are calling VRA to go $1 in 2024. I don't know if that's the case. Yes, $1 in the long term is definitely possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not here to spread FUD. I want to be realistic with you guys. And this is exactly what I think will happen, essentially. I think that VRA can definitely reach these levels. But first, we need to have a massive crash. And when I mean a massive crash, we need to see Bitcoin come to as low as $12,000. Once we see Bitcoin go to $12,000, then we could see what the bottom for VRA will be. Because the bottom on VRA should be around this region right here, in my opinion. It would be anywhere between this green box, 0.031, okay, and 0.014. So anywhere between this green box would be the bottom, of course. And guys, remember, VRA has funds. They have funds for the next 10 years to fund the team. So this is not just a project which they will run away and, dump the coins on everyone. They're not like that. They're not here to for BS. They have a strong technology, and they know they have a strong tech. They know it too. It's just about essentially getting it out there and having a stronger and keep growing community. And this is why we'll keep doing these videos for VRA, because I love this coin and I'm not here to shill my investment whatsoever. I like the technology and I don't care if the market cap is this low. And I know, and I'm not saying I'm dumping all my investments on this. Yes, the market cap is low. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to put all my life savings on VRA. I don't think that's the best idea to do, but I will keep accumulating VRA every 10 to 15% dump. Yes, no question about that. No question. Look at 365,000 people, guys. Ranked. It's a top 500 coin in this bear market. It's pretty pretty good, and 20% of the market cap. So it's not like we have like 0.001%. It's not like people aren't trading this. People are trading VRA, guys. So there's a lot of interest happening, and that's about it. Now, if we have a look at the daily time frame real quick, it's nothing too crazy and nothing more different than the weekly time frame. We had this nice little breakout right here, and of course this nice cute little consolidation that VRA is currently having, and it's pretty much the same thing as Bitcoin, guys, on the 1 hour time frame. As you guys can see, nothing too crazy. Bitcoin is doing the exact same thing. So if you guys want to have a look at this, these two things, these are probably going to be the important resistance and support and resistance we're going to be having a look at. Of course, this area right here, resistance, if we break that, we're most likely gonna attempt to essentially come back above this triangle or this horizontal channel. If we break below that, we're obviously gonna go to my next box, which is which I mentioned on the weekly time frame right here, which is this one. So overall, guys, we're gonna have to see how VRA reacts and whatever happens in the future. I think we got a lot of opportunities, in my opinion, in the near future, guys. We know millionaires are made in this bear market. Okay, if you accumulate and you do it smart, and you don't use your emotion, and you don't trade and become over leverage and buy high and then sell low. If you don't do that, if you buy high and sell low, this is where the real winners are. And guys, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research and due diligence. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.